Hello students, let us discuss about MCB, miniature circuit breaker. Okay, so you might have seen MCB in domestic supplies like single phase supplies, ATM homes or hostels. Okay, so you might have known the function of this MCB here. So this is a protection device which trips whenever there is a high current flow in the circuit. Means, so let us consider a phase line here. So this is a phase here. Okay, and we have connected an MCB before our load. So load is nothing but any lighting or fanning loads. Okay, lights or fan. Load is nothing but lights or lighting load or fan load. So before going to the load, we are going to connect a MCB. So what is the function of this MCB here? So let us say the rated current in this load is 10 amperes. Okay. So normally we turn on this MCB. So you connect this MCB here. So this 10 amps current will flow. So this MCB will allow 10 amperes of current through the wire. So whenever the current is more than 10 amperes, what is happening here? So what is the power here? Power is nothing but I square into R. We already know that R is the resistance of the wire here. Okay. So what is energy here? Energy is nothing but power into time. So whenever this high current I square R into time will cause some heat energy. This energy is nothing but heat energy. This heat energy will damage the winding. Okay. So whenever there is a high current flow, this high current flow will cause some power loss, that is I square R. Whenever there is a power loss for some period of time, that is P into T, will cause some energy, that is nothing but heat energy. This heat energy will damage the winding here. This winding will be damaged. Okay, so we have to prevent this action, right? We have to prevent the winding from burning out. So that is possible by opening the circuit whenever there is a high current, right? So whenever there is a high current, there is current greater than the specific value of the circuit, we need to break the circuit. We need to open the circuit. So that is what MCB is doing here. Okay, so the MCB which is having a 10 amps rating will allow the current up to 10 amperes. Whenever the current is more than 10 amperes, the MCB will open circuit load and the current will be 0 in the circuit. Okay, so this is what the function of MCB is. Okay, so a device which provides definite protection to wiring installations and sophisticated equipment against overcurrents and short circuit faults. Okay, so when overcurrent flows, when there is a short circuit. Okay. Okay, so thermal operation, that is overload protection. Whenever there is a high current, that means the load is demanding more current from the supply, that is nothing but overload. Okay, load is more than the specified load. Okay, so let us say there are to be 2 lights and 2 fans. Okay, if you turn on 3 lights and 3 fans, that is nothing but overload. Okay, this is the specified load, but we are going to increase the load by turning on more lights and fans. This is nothing but overload condition. So this overload will try to draw more current from the supply, that will increase the rating of the, that will increase the current flow through the MCB, which is more than the rating of MCB. So the MCB will trip the circuit whenever the current is more than its rated current. Okay, so overload protection is also available. Okay, with a bimetallic strips. So coming to the operation of MCB here, we have a cross section of MCB here. We have cross section of MCB here. You can see here. Okay. So this MCB available here is a cross sectional view. We can see the parts inside the MCB here, but here you can see the supply line here actually. So this is the phase line here connected to MCB. first terminal. Let's say this is first terminal, this is lower terminal, second terminal. Okay, so after connecting the first terminal, that is going through the winding here available here, and a solenoid available here. Solenoid is nothing but a inductor type structure, and here this is a bimetallic strip here, and after this the supply is coming out of this. So this is the continuity of the current inside the MCB. Okay, so whenever there is a current, let us say the rating of the MCB is 10 amperes. That means the MCB will be in on condition even if the load is demanding 10 amps of current. So let us say the load is demanding more current, that is more than 10 amperes. Okay, load current is more than 10 amperes. Now what happens? That means the MCB should not allow this much of current, right? Okay, then what happens here? The current will flow like this, high current, and here we have a solenoid here, that is nothing but an inductor, and after that we have a bimetallic strip here. This is the crucial part in MCB. So the property of bimetallic strip is the bimetallic strip expands whenever there is a high current flow through it. Okay, whenever there is high current flow through the bimetallic strip, that bimetallic strip will expand. Okay, there is a mechanical expansion of bimetallic strip. This expansion will trigger the trip circuit. Okay, here you can see this bimetallic strip expansion will trigger the trip circuit. Then what happens? This actuator or lever will be turned off. Okay, initially it was in on position. After expansion of bimetallic strip, which tripped the circuit here. That means initially the circuit is closed, that is on position. Now after high current flow through the bimetallic strip, that bimetallic strip expands itself, and that will open circuit the circuit here. So this is now off circuit. That means the MCB has prevented high current flow in the circuit. Okay, so that this is the operation here, and here this is arc extinguisher. That means whenever there is a on load breaking, that means we are breaking the circuit when there is a current through the wire. So whenever we are going to turn off a switch or any switch when there is a current flow, we are going to get a spark here. Okay, so that spark will be extinguished by arc extinguisher. That spark is technically called as arc. That arc should be extinguished to prevent the damage of external parts of MCB. So this is nothing but arc extinguisher. Okay, so this is what happening inside MCB. So bimetallic strip is the important thing here. That bimetallic strip will expand whenever there is a overcurrent in the circuit. So we should not allow that overcurrent. So to open the circuit, this bimetallic strip will expand, and that trips the MCB, so that the circuit will be open circuited. Okay, so this is how we are going to prevent high currents flow in the circuits which are connected to the MCB. Okay, so here the overload protection is achieved by bimetallic strip, which deflects when heated by any overcurrents flowing through it. Okay, in doing so releases the latch mechanism and causes the contacts to open. So this is what I have explained so far. And inverse time characteristics result, that means, okay, so what is inverse time characteristics? Whenever there is high current flow, whenever the current is higher, the time for circuit to be open is less. Okay, that means this is what inverse time characteristics. If the load current is more than the rated current, the time for circuit to be opened will be less. Okay, so for 10 amperes rating, if 11 amps is flowing, it will take, let us say, time is 5 milliseconds. If there is 15 amps of current flow, the time should be 1 millisecond. That means the more is the current, the less will be the time for open circuit. Okay, here you can see inverse time characteristics result: greater the overload or excessive current, shorter the time required to operate the MCB. Okay, on occurrence of the short circuit, the rising current energizes the solenoid operating the plunger to strike the trip lever, causing immediate release of the latch mechanism. Here you can see this solenoid here will help to trip the lever here. The rapidity of magnetic solenoid operation causes instantaneous opening of the contacts. So these are the ratings of MCBs here, 0.5 amps up to 160 amps rating. So we have MCBs rating starting from 0.5 amps to 160 amps, and voltage from 240 to 415. This is single phase, this is 3 phase AC supply, and we have MCBs for DC supply of 220 volts also. Okay, and the operating time is very short, that is 5 milliseconds. So these are suitable for production of important equipment such as ACs, refrigerators and computers. Okay, so we connect MCB before any load. Okay, it can be AC, it can be TV, it can be light, or it can be a fan. Okay, so all these are protected by our miniature circuit breaker. So this is the mostly used apparatus in our domestic supply. Okay, this is about miniature circuit breaker. Now let us see ELCB. ELCB full form is earth leakage circuit breaker. Okay, and ELCB is a safety device used in electrical installations with high impedance to prevent shock. Okay, so what is a shock? We should know this. Okay, so that is nothing but, so we have, let us take a conductor which will be having a PVC insulation. So let us say, so this is our conductor here, the black color is our conductor, black color one is our conductor, and here this pink color one is our insulation. Generally it is made of PVC insulation. Okay, so what is the function of this insulation is, so this insulation will prevent any short circuit to the external components connected to the circuit. Okay, so this is nothing but to protect the humans from getting short circuited. Okay, so whenever there is a failure of this PVC insulation, so here, so let us say there is a insulation damage occurred in the wire, then what happens? Then whenever any human or animal touches this conductor here, he will get electrocuted. That is nothing but shock here. Okay, so due to the failure of insulation may causes shock. Okay, so let us take one example here. We generally see a starter box for motor to start, right? So that, let us say it is a metal cabinet, metal case. Okay, now here you can observe this is a live conductor here and this is neutral conductor. Okay, let us assume insulation has failed here, insulation failed. Okay, so because there is no insulation and it is a metal case, let us assume our phase wire is touched to this metal case. Okay, somehow this phase wire is having a contact with this metal case. Okay, now whenever any human or animal touches this metal box to turn on the motor or something, okay, so because it is a metal box, it will conduct electricity, and whenever he touches the box here, the current will flow from phase wire to the human body and to the neutral here. Okay, so what is the single phase voltage we apply? That is, let us say it is around 240 volts. Okay, it can be anywhere between 220 to 240. Okay, so let us find the current through the human body here. That is, I is 240 by body impedance is 3000 ohms here. He mentioned here it is 3 kilo ohms. Generally it is 1000 ohms. Okay, so it will be different for wet body or dry body. Okay, so let us take 3000 here, so that will be around 380, right? So that is around 80 milliamps. So this is the current flowing through the human body. And what is the current above which a human get electrocuted? So that is for male it is 9 milliamperes, and for female it is 6 milliamperes. That means if you pass a current that is more than 9 milliamperes to the through the human body, you are going to get electrocuted. That means you are going to lose the muscle contact, right? So you cannot control your muscle, and that muscle will be in touch with the wire, and because of current flow through the human body, your human body cells will be damaged. So that is what happens when humans electrocuted, right? So here, what is the current through the human body now? It is 80 milliamps, which is more than 9 milliamps, okay, above which human get electrocuted. Okay, so because of insulation failure, and there is no earthing available here. So generally I am talking about purpose of earthing actually. So this is a symbol for earthing here. There is no earthing available here, and human touched the metal box which is having contact with the live wire, and he got electrocuted because the current through the human body is more than the maximum current that can be withstood by the human. So he will be getting shock. So it may be fatal sometimes. Okay, so it may cause death, right? So in order to prevent this action, we are going to use ELCBs, that is earth leakage circuit breaker. Okay, generally this is prevented by a phenomenon called earthing, so that I am going to discuss later. Okay, so actually this is why we are going to earth any device, so that the human or operator handling the device will be free from shocks or electrocution. Okay, so now let us go back to ELCB, earth leakage circuit breaker. Okay, so to prevent this action here, we are going to earth any device here. Okay, so this is nothing but earthing here. So coming to earth leakage circuit breaker, it is a safety device used in any electrical installations. This electrical installations nothing but any ACs, TV, refrigerator, etc., etc. All these are electrical installations. Okay, so ELCB is a safety device with high impedance to prevent shock. So this is to prevent shock here. Okay, it detects small stray voltages on metal enclosures of electric equipment and interrupts the circuit of a dangerous voltage is detected. So I am going to explain it clearly. Okay, so we need to open circuit the source when there is a short circuit, right? So that is what happening. And what is the function of MCB here? So let us say there is a MCB connected before this supply here. So this is MCB which is having a 10 amps rating. So this MCB can't detect this 80 milliamps because 10 amps is very much larger compared to 80 milliamps. This MCB won't operate here. That's why we need extra breaker, that is called earth leakage circuit breaker. I hope you understand now. Even we have MCB in the circuit, that MCB can't detect 80 milliamps, which is very much smaller compared to the rating of MCB. So in order to prevent any shock or fatal damage to the humans, we need external additional circuit breaker, that is called ELCB. Okay, so let us see ELCB, earth leakage circuit breaker. There are two types of earth leakage circuit breaker. First one is voltage operated, second one is current operated. This current operated is also called as RCCB, residual current ELCB or RCCB. Okay, let us see voltage operated circuit breaker. This voltage operated circuit breaker will be having 6 terminals: line in, line to, line out, neutral in, neutral out, earth and fault. Okay, so as I have discussed here, so these are the 3 phases here, R, Y, B. Generally what happens, this is IR, current through R phase, and this is IY, and this is IB. So this IR plus IY plus IB should be equal to neutral current IN. Generally this is IN here. So if you apply KCL here, so all these 3 coming like this, IR, IY, B, and this is neutral here. This is leaving current, these are entering currents. Okay, now the voltage operator ELCB will detect a voltage. That means here you can see this is the physical box for ELCB. Okay, so here I am going to connect this RYB supply to the load, and this is circuit breaker. Actually this is ELCB. So these are the contacts to the supply, and this is relay. Relay is nothing but relay will send signal to the circuit breaker to open circuit. This is to circuit breaker. Okay, it sends the fault and signals circuit breaker to open. Okay, So here where we have a load here, and from the load we have connected a neutral wire through the relay and to the ground here. So whenever there is a ground fault here, whenever there is a human contact with the equipment, so this conductor wheel here will having some current flow, and this current flow will cause some voltage development in relay. This voltage is detected by the circuit breaker, and circuit breaker will open circuit the RYB source here. Source will be disconnected. Okay, this is what going to happen. So generally the voltage available across this relay is 0 without any short circuit to the ground. Okay, but whenever there is a contact with the human body and the load, whenever there is a leakage current, this voltage will never be 0, and this voltage will be detected by the relay here, and this relay sends the signal, trip signal to circuit breaker. That circuit breaker will open circuit the source here. Okay, so this is the function of voltage operated circuit breaker. Okay, you can see here the metal body of the load is associated with the fault terminal and earth leakage circuit breaker, and earth terminal is associated with the ground. For usual working, the voltage across the trip coil is 0. So this is trip coil voltage. This relay is nothing but trip coil here. So this relay is trip coil. Coil is nothing but a conductor here, inductor. Okay. So whenever there is a current flow through this inductor, an EMF voltage will be induced across the inductor, right? So here the load's body is isolated from the supply line. When the earth fault happens, this is when earth fault happens on the load, due to the interaction of the line wire to the metal body, a current will run through the fault to the ground. Okay, so this is current flow here. The flow of the current will set up voltage across strip coil. Now due to this current here, a voltage will be induced across this relay coil, that is nothing but trip coil, okay, which is associated with EMF, and energized trip coil will tour the circuit to guard the load device and the user. This is not tour, this is trip. Okay, so this is what going to happen. Okay, whenever there is a fault, this fault current will cause some voltage across this relay. This relay will communicate with circuit breaker. That circuit breaker will be open circuit. Okay, so this is voltage operated ELCB. Now let us see the advantages and disadvantages of ELCB. So these ELCBs are less sensitive to fault conditions and have few nuisance trips. For any voltage which is, let us say, for voltage not equal to 0, for any voltage not equal to 0, this ELCB will be tripped. So this happens for very small voltage also. That's why there will be nuisance trips. There will be frequent tripping of the circuits supply. Okay, this is one advantage. So these are the advantages, and disadvantages are they do not sense errors that don't permit current through the CPC to the ground rod. They may be skipped by outside voltage from something associated with the earthing system like metal pipes. So these are the disadvantages. These are the advantages of voltage operated ELCB. Now let us come to current operated ELCB. Okay, so these are also called as RCCBs, residual current operated ELCBs. Okay, so these are the generally used. Okay, this comprises of a 3-phase winding transformer. Okay, 3 winding transformer, not 3-phase. It is having 3 winding transformers, 2 primaries, 1 secondary. Okay, that has 2 primary windings and 1 secondary winding. Neutral and line wires work as the 2 main windings. Okay, neutral as well as phase work as 2 main windings. Okay, here you can see this is the circuit diagram for current operated ELCBs. We have line, that is nothing but phase, and neutral. Okay, so here this is our CBCT. Here this is our current transformer having a core like this structure, circular structure. Okay, so this is a magnetic material. Okay, on this what happens is, so before going to that we need to understand something. So here let us take one conductor and a current I flowing through this. Okay, so if you apply right hand thumb rule here, okay, so thumb will be in the direction of current here, and our curly fingers will indicate the direction of magnetic flux here. Okay, so this is the magnetic flux, that is called MMF. It is in the in this direction. If you change the direction of the current, the direction of the MMF will be reversed like this. Okay, so for the first case it is downward, for the second case it is upward, the MMF direction. Okay, so this is very important. So coming to our current ELCB, so we have phase wire connected like this. Okay, so that means the current is flowing like this upward. So what will be the EMF? EMF will be, if you apply thumb rule, so this will be thumb and this is the direction of flex here. So this is MMF direction to the right side. This is the direction of MMF. And coming to the downward here, so this is the current direction. So this is downward now. The current direction is reversed. And if you apply thumb rule, the direction of flex will be like this to the left side. Okay. So and we have another coil, that is trip coil. This is another winding, that is trip winding here. So this winding will be having a EMF effect. That means if there is a MMF, that is there is a flex, net flex, this net flex will link with this coil here, and that coil will develop some voltage at the relay box. Okay, so here we are having two windings and here we are having one coil here. Okay, so because of the net flex available in the core material here, this trip coil will be inducing some voltage across the terminals. So if there is a voltage, this voltage will be sensed by the relay and it will send the signal to the circuit breaker. That circuit breaker will open circuit the circuit. Okay, so generally without any fault, what happens, the current through the phase will cause some MMF in the core, that is in the rightward direction. Let us say it is pi phase, and in the neutral it will be having opposite direction of current, so that will be having a MMF of pi n. So let us assume the MMFs of phase and neutral are equal and the net MMF will be 0. The pi net will be 0 because they are having opposite directions. Okay, due to the phase it is right side, due to the neutral it is left side, so the net will be 0. So due to this net flex is 0, there will be no EMF induced across the trip relay coil and there will be no signal to the circuit breaker. This is under normal operating condition. Under, if there is a, let us say now there is a fault, that means there is a fault here, this is a fault here, that means the current is flowing through the earth here. Now what happens, the current is flowing through the phase here and it is not flowing through the neutral, it is flowing through the ground here. Okay, because it is earth here. So this is the current flow now from phase to the load and to the neutral, not through the earth, not through the neutral. So now what happens, there is a EMF due to the phase wire, MMF due to the phase wire, but there is no MMF due to the neutral wire. So this will cause some net flex, that is phase flex. So due to this phase flex, what will happen, an EMF will be induced in the relay coil. So this EMF will be sensed by the relay and that relay will be sending signal to circuit breaker to open circuit the source here. So this is what happening. If there is net flex, the circuit breaker will open. If there is no net flex, the circuit breaker will stay on close. Okay, so this is the function of current operated ELCB. Okay, the advantages are, so it is not sensitive to device faults and it is inexpensive and efficient, and it guards humans and efficient animals against electric shocks. These are the advantages. And disadvantages are, in certain situations it fails to respond. The circuit breaker requires a sound earth connection used for load protection and annoyance trips. The applications like washing machine, coolers and water heaters may cause sequential safety trips. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of current operated ELCBs. So this is about MCB and ELCB. Okay, thank you.